journalists are people that
like
are even
they acquire knowledge and skills. Instead of them using that knowledge and skill to better the life of Nigerians, they actually use them to rob them.
yeah.
You will see all of them who schooled here. They will never run any company the way they are running Nigeria, Baba. But they are. I mean, you will see professionals because they want to defend lies. And they will start talking like illiterates. And you begin to wonder, like, how come this? I thought they said this man is a PhD holder. Say, you don't look bad. Once you start lying on TV like that, you can start like illiterate in it.
I did 2 masters in this UK. 2 masters I did in this country.
If you become a minister in Nigeria, Baba, let's say we don't go to school, we can sense past you, but because you have to be deliberately stupid.
How much are they taking as this student loan from us? How much are we paying back? You have to be earning certain amount of money to be paying people. Exactly. Yeah, but in Nigeria, you just find out that even ordinary bursary, for them to give you 1,000, 2,000 naira then when we were in school, the war you will go through. And some of these people that are older than us and they know the history of Nigeria, they enjoy Nigeria, they're the one going into the government offices, collecting contracts. Yeah, they have friends, they have family there. They will collect contracts. If they want to do the road, they will say they will pay you this. If you don't want to do it, they will pay you that. And these are the same people, they will be coming, and they'll be telling you how good Nigeria was, how lovely Nigeria was when they were in school, when they were that. It's because they saying their right as a privilege.
Saulu, on that one, I can never fault you. Because even me, I continue to, especially what I experienced under Bokwari. Okay. The year I was born was the year Bokwari took power in Nigeria 40 years ago. Now, somebody like me had to face Bokwari the second time in my lifetime. Okay. And it was also going to be a worse experience. But there were those who actually lived through Bokwari's time in the 80s. And yet, Baba, they were so adamant that Bokwari is what Nigeria deserved. They witnessed what Nigeria turned to then. Okay? And that's what I did. I will never forgive them for that. I saw what people did deliberately. So many of them just felt like we don't get discipline, we don't get respect. Now Bokwari could go and discipline us. Somebody like this Mayegun, they deserve Bokwari to come and discipline them. These are older people. They did not want us, they didn't kind of warn us or make sure that they prevented this Bokwari from happening to people in this generation. They wanted it to happen, and it has happened.
Yeah,
I do not like them for that.
Do you know that Saraki's father? I think it was the first. The father was something in the Senate in the first Republic.
He was the House leader, the first. What do you call it? They call it the First Republic or something. Yeah. It's the leader.
If you look at those first set of leaders in Nigeria, including the Hausas, including the Igbos as well. Look at the first set of leaders. Go and trace their family. It's not that they wiped out. 85-90% of them, they are abroad because then
majority of their children don't live in Nigeria. Absolutely.
They born them. They are. That's why I was asking somebody yesterday that is this something that these people saw that they were giving back to all their children abroad then, and even as at then that they believed that Nigeria was still they enjoy Nigeria. People that said they enjoy Nigeria.
I'll tell you what I found out.
So how did those people? How did they have all their children abroad then?
Because they had plans.
But our own parents. My mom is about 80 years old. You tell me that. Yes, then my mom told me then that when we were growing up, when I immediately got to university, my mom was telling me that there's no need of staying. If once you finish, everything I have, I'll put together. You people should leave. So there's no way that there was no time that Nigeria was good. That anybody that we are just seeing our rights as privilege. Because then there was this election they did during Babangida time. They used option A4. People were queuing in front of poster.
At the back of who you are voting for. And now they will count you.
Do you know that one this is a plain clear thing? The placard was there, people queue up. And a man has already even don't give people money. So people no queue. Only 3 people on the queue. People were just hanging around. And immediately the man came out like this. Where the man stand, everybody just go queue for the place. It's not the contestant, but he was the one that was distributing the money for people there. That one, Is this one? Everybody just went. And there was another man that was in another party that's giving some people money. So I don't know whether the money he gave them was smaller. And people turn. This one, Akoko, not be a secret ballot.
Open.
Open. And that party, that was everybody was just looking like this. And when they finished, the two men, they started fighting, physical fight like this. And people turned around and they just went. So
like nothing happened. They are delivered. So
my mom,
they will now be saying, Honorable wow. Honorable, we have delivered now. Don't forget us. So, please remember us. We have delivered now. They will be.
My mom told us that that this thing that it's not starting today. That there's no system they will put in place in this country that people will just find a way. That it is the same people that will be reading newspaper tomorrow in front of our house and they will be arguing the government is bad. They say, look, the next morning he said, I should look at them. So look at them. These are the people that left the right person that they're supposed to vote for. And went to the other one. They said, look at it. The next morning now, they started arguing.
They will be back here. They will be back here the following day again. Start arguing.
They will hold newspaper and started arguing. They said, look at them. They said, look, like this guy, Okpeyemi Bamidele, yesterday, that was the reason why I didn't join you in the afternoon, because that thing popped up and I was watching it live. And look at the way they turned the whole thing around against that man. And even Aliu Indume that knew the truth. You know what he did? What? He just started spinning the thing on that, they should end it. There was a budget when the money for certain construction wasn't added to it. That's how they normally do their budget. Blah, 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 blah. That's how. And they turned against the man. And when Okpeyemi Bamidele stood up, I was just like, I played that thing.
It started spewing that tribal gibberish there.
My brother, that was what they sold to these people when they were at every election. That is the strategy. And I look at that boy and say, this Okpeyemi Bamidele, this is one of the reasons why Tinubu came up and said that he sent him to university in UK or something like that.
Now, it's Tinubu that educated him. He said it. He was a commissioner on that, if Tinubu remember.
Yeah.
And he's the only witness. So this is the only witness that went to court and said it is true that if Tinubu forfeited money, but it is true that this or that. And he went away and they still cleared him. Baba.
And and people don't see, and people have started on Twitter saying, after all is a lie. They should just allow Akpabio to work. They should just allow Tinubu government to go on.
Now, all this enemy of Tinubu government, all these people, they are trying to get to Ashiwa Junior. People must make sure they protect Akpabio and they must protect Tinubu because all these northerners is already brewing. But do you remember when I said that those Abobakus that are always waking up from the bad dream of seeing the Igbos coming to take their land? They are worried about the Igbos. They should be worried about this northerners, because they will be the ones that will get Tinubu. Their hypertension is already happening. They are already playing the card. Now suddenly, I am now a South. You know, they see me now. We are South. We must support the South. Because the North always gang up against the South. Now, let's go and support the South.
We're from South. I said since when? Since when? Since when? Since when? Look at Oshiomole's case. I understand him. Oshiomole's case is not that he turned everything around. Oshiomole knows that those state people, they are one of the people that are unpredictable. It might not come back to the Senate with that thing. Because those people, you see them, they have a dramatic way of voting. Their head go just say now today, this is the truth and we are following the truth and that's it. So Oshiomole has been served breakfast by Edo people. So that's why you see him always raising up when an issue like this comes. That me, I don't know anything about it. Because
it's such a dubious character, honestly.
Yeah, you people might not want to vote for me the next time. So me, I'm not part of it. I'm not part of it.
Thank you.
Well, I'll allow other people. I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Baba. Nice one. Saulu. Now that says Saulu there. I have actually missed Martinelli. Martinelli, now they work they do now. Somebody don't don't take Martinelli away from me. I haven't seen him in a while. Anyway, Sha, let's hear from another caller. Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir. How are you, Baba?
Long time, my
I know. So, how is everything? I bet you probably have always been around anyway, but just not had the chance of calling in.
Yeah. Do you know who is calling?
I want to believe it's Vincent, but I'm not too sure.
Let me tell you my name. Maybe I guess maybe you have forgotten.
And I
Do you
haven't
remember
forgotten.
one?
In fact, giving you Vincent, right, is because I can't immediately remember the real name that came to my mind, and I'm going to ask you to help me. Help me. Who am I speaking to?
Do you remember one Chooks from Stuttgart, Germany?
Germany. I'll tell you something, right?
Yeah.
I had about 3 names that came to my head right away when I saw that number. I know it's a German number, and I was going to be like, okay. And Chooks was like, no, don't say Chooks. Chooks is from Canada. I was like, okay, Chooks. It's not gonna be Chooks. So Chooks is true. How are you?
All right. I'm fine. I'm doing great. I always follow you up anyway, but
I know
most times in the offices, you can do this course and a lot of voice.
I know.
So how is your Nigerian?
Go on.
How is your Nigerian doing?
Well, we are here mourning our demise that is so slow. Sometimes it's acting like it's too slow for his demise.
Well, sometimes when I see the discussion going on, I'm just keep on laughing. And because I don't even know why we think things will even change in this regime or this. I don't.
More than 99% of those on this platform don't even think along that line.
Even this budget part himself, I wasn't even amazed. That has been what they have been doing. They have been doing that. So it's like that is the way they have been stealing. They have been stealing. That is their norm. So when you watch some of the senators saying that is the usual way they have been doing it, they're just telling you that is the usual way they have been stealing. It's normal to them. So they keep fooling the Nigerian people, giving them false promises. Okay, let's for instance, the educational loan that they promised the people. I think that was the inauguration period that the Tinubu promised
even
them.
after inauguration. It was an afterthought. Remember that it was after they removed subsidy. They are now looking for something to say.
It was after they removed subsidy. Yeah, when the heat of the subsidy removal was going on.
Okay, don't worry. We are going to give you free education.
And look at, I think they say the initial sum is 5 billion.
It was.
Okay, then just think of.
No, hang on now. It was when people started complaining that how can you give millions of students? How can you say you are giving them 5 billion and you are using 5.5 billion to buy yourself a yacht? So the money for yacht is more than the education money. Oh, we didn't know. Oh, yeah, make it 10 billion. Meanwhile, they had no single plan of giving them any shishi. Anyway, they don't pay for. See, Baba, they don't pay for boat. I mean, the yacht. They don't pay for that one. No. They don't build their shitty man's house in Abuja.
Yeah. The last time I was watching
the money for student loan, Babu, Mba.
Sometimes there's something I used to tell my friends, that the truth of the matter is that it's like we black race, that we are not intelligent. When I tell my friends that they will like to fight me and say, so, whichever way you think about, we are not intelligent. We pretend to be intelligent, but we are not. You see, because when you watch the whole other part of the world, if 10% of what is happening in Nigeria happened there, they go born everywhere.
Pray for this, pray for that. We already be hearing now. No, see, Are we not saying pray for 80 now? Oh, you know, if I hear Nigeria, they say they pray for 80. You know what is happening in
they were
80,
praying for.
See what is happening in there, Baba. See what is happening in Zamfara, Abuja, Borno, Plateau, Benue, Taraba, Adamawa, Kaduna. These 8 places alone. No, that's too much. What did they happen for just 2 places out of these 8 alone? What did they happen for?
It's not
80?
enough.
Or what happened in 80? It's not half of what happened in these 2 places alone.
Yeah, it's not enough to be prayed for.
Don't carry gun. Prime Minister, don't run away. So you are right. What happened in Nigeria that they get away with in Nigeria, if a tiny bit of it happened elsewhere, all of us go down the shout, pray for this, pray for that.
Another example, I will give you another example. Why I say the black people, they are not intelligent. Look at Sri Lanka. The other time they chased the president out of the presidential
parliament. I saw that video.
Yeah. Do you know one of the argument? What makes them angry? That they are getting electricity 16 hours a day. That was if you can go and check and see one of their grievances.
Go on. Because of no light.
So when I saw it, I saw, oh, these people chased this man out because they are getting electricity instead of 24 hours, 16 hours. And you ask yourself, even in Abuja, the federal capital of Nigeria, even in Aso Rock, Aso Rock don't even get, I can bet it that it doesn't get electricity 16 hours.
You don't forget they won't cut their lights last week. They then go pay them. You know, that one. That they were holding Nigerian NEPA over almost 1 billion naira. They no pay.
Yeah, not only that, even if they pay it, apart from the standby generator that they keep on budgeting trillions for the normal capacity, the normal duration of the electricity that Aso Rock is getting, it's not up to 16 hours for each day.
I agree.
Yeah. So that is what I used to tell them. Say, my objection is two. Either one is that we are not intelligent, or if you say that we are intelligent, as a Christian, I believe in the creation from God. I was telling them because if you read the Bible, during the creation in Genesis, God said, "Let us make man." And then during the making of man, God and Satan, they are still working because Satan, then it was called Lucifer, is the second in command. God still trusts Satan. That is my own opinion. No? Anybody can quote me wrong.
Something written now, Baba, it's faith. Yeah. I love it. Continue.
So I think
something
then
I have
that either that
it's not just
during the creation of man.
I want to say something. I want to say something, and I want to say this to everybody too. See, people have the impression that, I do not believe in God. There are people who so sometimes when they are talking about their faith and talking about things, they always want to say, sorry, I'm just, no, don't be. I believe in God. I just don't
it's not
believe
because
in
of you. I know.
No,
it's not because of you.
No, I know it's not because of
because I want to say something. What I want to...
Wait now, Chooks.
Yeah,
sorry, 1 second.
Well,
I say this, I beg. Just 1 minute.
Yeah.
What happened is that when people call me, right, when their conversation is going to the part where they want to add, they've said beautiful things, they've said all their opinions, then they get to a state, they will say, I know that with God, this can be, but sometimes they just remember that, no, I don't think I should be saying with God in front of my ego because it's probably going to be like, no, I'm not like that. See, everybody watching me, I respect everybody's faith. In fact, I enjoy it. There's people who believe in their faith and all of that. They are able to separate that their faith and all of that from when we are discussing the failure of public officials, whose failures we can see. Here you get. So you know that when you talk your mind, you are not hanging it on God by saying, I don't know what to say. I just know that God will do it. That's the one I don't like. And that's the one I'm kind of like, you know what? I believe in God. Everybody watching me, look at me very well. I do. Because my own belief in God is that from what I have learned, right? It has to do with your mind, your heart. Okay?
Yes,
if your thoughts are dark, you are evil. If your thinkings and thoughts are clear, enough that you are not hurting anybody or intending to hurt anybody intentionally, then you are godly. That's enough for me. It's only when people begin to use Sky Daddy as magician. Now that one we don't want like, okay? See, Chooks,
Okay.
fire on as you feel like. Please
okay, the point I want to make about that creation is this.
Yes.
Because during that creation, God and Lucifer, they are still paddy. And when God said, let us, that means the God the Father, the God the Son, and the God the Holy Spirit, and with Lucifer, contributed in creating human beings. But then the difference is that it's like, God has, I feel that God made some delegation. It's like when they were delegating the making of black people, that maybe God told Lucifer to go and create their heart. That is what I believe.
No, don't believe
because
that.
When
in the Bible, they said God created everything and everything was good, which means everything was perfect according to God. But man sinned and they cut short the glory of God. You remember that? Now sin don't make us be waiting we be. But I get your drift too. I just don't want you to think that way and say maybe because
I know what you said.
But we are just who we are in the long run if we are not using the context of creation now. Okay, but you are right. There are some evidence that has shown that.
You know why I say that? Why I say that is that when you look at what is happening in Nigeria, look at the so-called the Senate president. Upon all the money he made as a governor. Of all the money he made as a minister of one of the super ministers, but it's still not enough for him. Yeah, you see, it's still amassing a lot of money. So when you think as a normal human being with a normal heart,
shouldn't be like that.
What do you want? What do you want on earth again? It's one of them, yeah, you understand, though. I'm not talking of Tinubu and the rest of them. It's one of them, So they don't have human heart. So I believe that they have.
Your theory makes bad sense now, right? That you can convince yourself that not be God created these people. You are not sure. And even if God created them, not be only God created them. There's some part of them that was created by the devil. And you have a point, Chooks. You do. You have a point.
You see people dying. You see people dying of hunger. But still, all this trillion you have is still not enough.
No.
There is a program you made. I tried to get you.
Quickly take care.
I think a day.
Give me a second, no vex. I'll take care of one stray animal. Somebody, I saw it at first. I thought it was actually like a flip, right? Somebody has been posting, Obidiot, a very useless group I have never seen. Studio Tech. If you are somewhere where it is convenient for you, okay, to pick up anybody on or any group on my platform, and I'm glad that she has been removed, okay? Now, let me say something here quickly, Chuk. Sorry for interrupting you every now and then, okay?
There's no problem.
All right? What happened is that me, Mayegun, I am for the breakup of Nigeria, which is peaceful. I'm not asking for what. Doesn't mean that that's what I'm going to get, okay? There are people like me, too. We just wanted to be out of this contraption. We don't want to be part of the unity nonsense, okay? There are those who actually wanted, there are those who believe that they also wanted a Nigeria, but not this Nigeria. There are those, right, who believe that a system is going to be put in place or should be put in place, not this one. But you know something? All of us you see on this platform, Mayegun's Diary Political, we are those who have one or two disagreements with the current situation in Nigeria and the formation. A lot of us here, we may not all be agreeing. Obedient they say they want a country devoid of all of this. That is Nigeria. Which they don't want this Nigeria. They want a different one that they believe they can create. That is what they want. But they oppose this current one. I oppose this current system that has divided us more and impoverished us more. I oppose it. Showore and his people, they believe in a revolution. They believe that another Nigeria is possible from this one, which means they disagree with this one too. Everybody will disagree with what the current Nigeria is my friend. Even if we have different expectation or different goal, but we have something in common. And that is Nigeria must go. Now, if that is to happen, we can't fight ourselves. We can't bring ourselves down. Any attack on any of us, whether you are for Biafra, okay, or you are obedient, or you are revolution now, or you are for Yoruba nation, or even Kwararafa nation, or even confederation, even the bogus restructuring. To me, I strongly believe that if you oppose the current system, that means you want something different, Abi. If I join others to fight you, I am not doing myself any favor. Because you know what? I am actually helping the establishment to do their job by destroying ourselves. Go out there, you this Biafra. Go away, you this Odudua. Who do you think you are doing it for? Yourself? No, you are doing it for Tifnubu and his gang. The establishment. Stay divided is theirs. So don't bring your Bruku to my platform and begin to attack people and think, yes, we can condemn actions of people. On my platform, do not feel comfortable like you can. Chooks, no vex. I have to say that in Yoruba. But please go on.
It's okay. It's okay. So just quickly, one other point. During the burial of Mwigwe, blessed memory, you know, I don't speak bad about people, whatever calamity that befell on them. God knows the best.
Yes.
So I noticed something. So most of those big guys they were shedding tears as if to say it pains them about the death. But I don't think it's the death that pains them. The painful moment is most of them is what they committed in his hand that they don't even know
what is
how it will go. I give you an example. I read the former central governor explaining to us how he got help from him, and he thought that he will die before Mwigwe. Then that he said he entrusted the funds of his children's education. I say, oh, now we are getting it.
Now
he used the word.
You missed that part where Fubara. Oh, Chooks, you don't tell me you missed the part where Fubara actually said it clearly that Wigwe was so powerful that he was the one handling their money. He said that Wigwe was so powerful that he controls men, including politicians. He said it.
So when I read that, I say, okay, now I see. He called it Children Trust Fund.
Yes.
But Baba, now the millions and billions of dollars.
It is billions. So you go see somebody welcome somebody burial. They cry. Say, look, they must have loved him so much. Oh, look at how people are crying. Baba,
it is the money.
You go to say that because somebody died. Now somebody money we don't go be that. You go look at like this. We go.
Why did you die? What?
Say, he's dead. Oh, you shouldn't leave me. I'm gonna die. It's because somebody's money don't go.
And not only that, you see how he has made provision for his children and children. It's about his third generation. Even though he didn't use the word third, but you can trust me, he had made provision for his third generation.
Yes.
And then the masses are there taking pictures, making videos, sending it in different platforms of the burial. And so Namumu, 200 people, 200 million.
God, come and bless me like we everybody, all these powerful thieves can come and praise me. Man, God is see poor man where they using money they flange they use them as prayer points. Tomfuri. Chooks,
my brother,
you have done well. Thank you so much for stopping by, okay?
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say hi.
Coming around. Thank you. You have a good one, okay?
Yes,
that is a Chooks from Germany. I mean, my veterans have not been in for a very long time. So I have another caller, and I do believe that this is Lady Charm, and I beg to be wrong. Hello.
It's me.
Yes, because I know you are the only one with that family photo. I am yet to see people with that family photo. Until I found one, I'm going to be guessing right. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. I managed to catch your show. I've had a good laugh this afternoon. I
I
was,
can be myself. Anyway,
I've had, I was listening to the previous caller with this whole Wigwe theory. You know,
things.
Because-
I'm glad that people are really, really catching on these days. They are no longer allowing anybody to emotionally blackmail them when they actually want to ask questions.
you know,
You know what I mean?
you know, the last time we talked about, I said something about Wigwe. I said, I really don't like speaking and saying anything about the dead because obviously they're not there to defend themselves and everything. But with the amount of the kind of wealth that these people controlled and the kind of power that they had, and at the end of the day, you still live in a country like Nigeria. You have to say, was your wealth used, with wisdom, or was it used selfishly? Did you do anything for the promotion and the, the success of the country, or for your own selfish, benefits at the end of the day? And the success of your friends, living off the people's wealth. I know, there are people, like I said to you that time, that there are people who I know personally who worked with him and said that he had time for people. He always was, he made himself available, and I'm not talking about people who are wealthy, or just, regular people, right? Yeah, exactly. So,
too. And without any sort of prejudice or what have you, right? The guy was reported to really, really be very good. He is a genius.
Exactly. You see, this is the thing.
Guys together and take their money. Give it to him.
but the point, I think the point I'm trying to make is that with that kind of control and with that kind of, wealth and access that you had, you really didn't move the needle forward. To, if you see where I'm coming from, it didn't sanitize the political class or anything.